Would you like to see our new camper upgrades? Our project number 1. Hi, I'm Steve Turtle and I'm a work camper. This is a channel about Jill and me, our adventures, our travels, and a whole lot of work camper stuff. If you're a work camper or you're dreaming to become a work camper, you should subscribe and ring that bell. If you ring the bell, you'll get a notification every time I post a new story. You don't want to miss one. Last week I talked about if you should clean restrooms. I talked a little bit about Amish gas stations. I gave a couple shout outs for some YouTube creators I met up with in Hershey. Jill gave her first book review. And Turtle and Dog, they had a story of their own. Now if you missed last week's story and you'd like to see it, I'll leave a link right up there. This week I want to talk about the first of 3 camper upgrades. Talk a little bit about some camping dogs. Give you an update on the contest giveaway. And I have a shout out for some YouTube subscriber friends. And Monkey has a joke. Have you ever had 2 campers show up at your campground and they're just dogs? No, seriously, just dogs. Check out these 2 campers trying to figure out where to register for the night. Okay, maybe they were just looking for the dog park. I wanted to give you a little update on the contest giveaway. Now I know I keep promising it and I keep telling you it's coming, but I'm working out some details. I got the contest figured out and I know what I want to do, and it's not going to be easy, but it's going to be fun. And I'm working on the prizes. I'm waiting on an email, so I got to get all this together, and then we're going to have I'm going to give out all the details, and we're going to win something. I don't know what we're going to win. We're going to win something. I have a shout out for this week. A couple subscriber friends dropped by the campground and we talked about full-time RVing and a little bit about work camping. Alan and Agnes. Now, they were a great couple and they're looking to go full-time RVing one of these days. But for now, they're just happy with getting out on the weekends. They've done a lot of traveling, but they want to do a little bit more. Alan and Agnes, I sure do appreciate you stopping by, and I enjoyed the conversation. I hope one day that our paths may cross again and we can finish up those conversations and maybe cook a steak or a cow or something like that. Okay, let's talk a little bit about work camping. As you know, Jill and I, we purchased a new to us camper, a 2012 Springdale. It's a pretty nice camper. We did a review on it, and if you missed that story and you'd like to see it, I'll leave a link for that story right up there. We have 3 projects planned for changes to make things a little bit better. This week we're talking about project number 1. Mount the TV so it tilts out and make a wall so that it blocks the sound going into the bedroom. And the TV's coming out. We're going to put our regular TV, our 32-inch screen TV in there, and it'll come out on a arm and so forth. Well, here we go. We're going to tear some stuff up and figure it out and make it better, I hope. I don't know. We're going to give it a shot. Gotta have tools. And this thing, gotta have that. Oh. Gotta have these. Don't have these, you can't see. And these. And all projects have to start with a little coffee. Gotta have a little coffee. It was a little rough getting started. You know, Jill and I, we buy each other Christmas presents all year long. It's like, you know, if you need it, you go buy it. So when it comes time for Christmas, we really don't know what to get each other because we tend to make it Christmas every other day. But last couple Christmases ago, I don't know how long ago it was, but a while back, I asked her, I said, what do you want for Christmas? She said, I want one of these screwdrivers. So I bought her a screwdriver for Christmas. Much better than a diamond ring. But I'd buy her a diamond if she wanted one, but she wanted a screwdriver. This is the existing bracket which came with the camper and mounted their 28-inch diagonal TV in that hole, the spinny thing. This is my bracket for our TV, the 32-inch diagonal, which we're going to put in this hole and close the hole up so that the sound doesn't get back there as much. It's still going to travel through. There's probably not a lot you can do. If you're in a camper, that's what happens. We got headphones, but with the old setup, with this bracket and that TV, you couldn't even get to the headphone jacks or the Fire Stick jack or anything else. So this is going to be an upgrade. Even though It's an old TV. It's still up. Great. Okay, I thought the existing bracket was going to work. I don't think it is, so I'm going to have to go to plan B. I'm going to build a 2x4 frame, put it in there, fill up the gap, put the board on front and back, and mount my existing, or my 32-inch diagonal TV bracket onto the new wall. So it's really not that big a deal. I just thought, it'd be cool if we could use that one bracket that was already there, but it doesn't look like it. So I got to go to Lowe's and buy some wood and a whole bunch of other stuff, and then we'll get back to putting it all together. So a little bit of measuring and a little commentary by Steve. I don't know if you know it or not, but the tape measure has two different ends. This end is the dummy end, and then the other end, the side you read, is the expert end. So if you're ever asked to hold this end, that's the dummy end. So don't put up with that mess. And the expert reads this end, because this is where it's all at. Because there's nothing going on the other end. That's why it's called the dummy end. I don't know, I guess you could call it dummy end, expert end, experienced end, master technician, master mechanic. That's the guy that reads this end, not the dummy end. The dummy end's the helper. I'm not against any helpers, but you don't have to do any work. This comes with less responsibility because all you got to do is stand there. This end, you read it wrong, you're in trouble then. Now for some fuzzy math and a little high-tech engineering. So I have it all disassembled, and now I'm going to do a little fuzzy math to figure out what I need. Then I got to go to the Lowe's store, get some stuff, make my wall, make my thing. So this is my master plan right here. It's
2x4s, center one, which I'm going to use to mount the TV on. So it looks like 21 1/4 times 3. Oops, did that wrong. Hold on. That finger disease. 21 1/4 times 3. So that's 63.
He sounds a little bit like Alvin the Chipmunk. Then a quick trip to pick up some supplies. Okay, I'm off to Lowe's. Go get some supplies. Probably have to hit Joann's, and I gotta make a run to Giant. So I'm out getting stuff, getting it done. If you don't do work, you don't get paid. Have you ever noticed when you drive past Burger King, you can always smell that charbroiled burger cooking? They blow it out on the street so that you can smell it. If this video actually had smell-o-vision, you'd be able to smell it, but you can't. But every time I drive by a Burger King, I get hungry. I don't know, I think that's their tactic, their strategy. They're trying to lure me in. Everybody's marketing something, but not me. First stop, Lowe's. I think every Lowe's that I go to is different. They all have different places where they put things. It's like a maze. Second stop, Giant. Jill left a bag of groceries there, and we called them up and said, hey, could you pull those groceries off to the side and hold them until we get there? So I gotta go by and pick them up. Third stop, I had to stop by Joann's Fabric to pick up some soundproofing. I couldn't find that stuff anywhere, and I ended up buying a queen size sheet of this stuff, and it cost me $21. And I used about, 36 by 36, something like that. Then back to the camper with all my supplies to frame up the wall. Well, I've cut a couple boards, got my frame basically in place. Had to size up a couple holes.
Cut a hole there, and then this will be turned like that, and then I have a hole over here. So a little bit of work. This will come in, this will all be on the front side.
Once I unscramble that mess. The frame and bedroom wall board's complete. The bedroom electric and cable's complete. The electric in the living room's almost complete. The soundproofing is installed, and I put 2 layers of that, for added soundproofing. I sort of rushed the very end of the project and threw everything together just in time. Monday morning I got up, I had to go to work. When I got off work, I finished up the project. So here it is. Well, that's the finished product. I got my bracket mounted. My paint's still a little wet. Should Should be a flat black when it's finished. Got my AC outlet in, my cable outlet in, and I even started a little bit of my next project, and that's going to be the wiring of the slide. So the TV spinning project is complete. I even have a board down here which will hide all the wires and everything behind the TV, power control and all that good stuff. So that's it. That's my project number 1 complete. I gotta hang the TV yet, and then we're done. Here's the other side. It's just a big board wall now. We're gonna mount the other TV up there, and this is actually chalkboard backing, and we can leave each other notes on that. You know, like wake up, go to work, stuff like that. And then on this side, I brought the cable over and an AC outlet. So ready to go with the TV in here. We'll probably take the other TV, mount it in here. Might have to get a bracket, I'm not sure. We'll look at that, figure out what we're gonna do. But that's it. So Monkey has a joke. He's gonna play the part of a Workamper manager or owner or boss or whoever you work for at a campground as a Workamper. So this is what he says and what he really thinks. Here's Monkey. I have a question. I'll look into it. I tried my best. Happy to discuss it further. No worries. Take care. Cheers. Well, that's our story for the week. I hope you enjoyed this story. If you did, click like down below and smash that subscribe button if you'd like to hear more stories like this one. New stories every week on Wednesday, right here on this YouTube channel. And ring that bell. If you ring the bell, you'll get a notification every time I post a new story. You don't want to miss one. Until later, thanks for your time. Bye.